If you guys have been following our videos for a long time, then by now you must have understood our obsession with credit scores. But in this video, we have crossed all our limits and taken our obsession to the next level. How credit score is calculated. The formula has always been hidden. No one really knows it. We only have a broad understanding that if you do certain things, your score will be good. And if you do other things, your score will go down. But what exactly the formula is, no one knows. But we have cracked that formula for you. Yes, we are not kidding. We have cracked the formula to calculate your credit score. Just to be clear, this is not the exact official formula. This is just our interpretation of the formula. In this video, along with the formula, we'll also tell you how you can increase your credit score by more than 150 points in the next 30 days. But before we get into all of that, let's first understand what a credit score actually is. If you don't know already, a credit score is a 3-digit number that gives an idea about your entire credit history. In simple words, it tells how trustworthy you are with money. Your score can range from 300 to 900. The higher your score, the better. A higher score is always considered good. There are mainly 5 parameters of a credit score: payment history, credit utilization, length of credit history, new credit, credit mix. Out of these, the most important parameter is your payment history. It contributes 35% to your credit score. So if the maximum score is 900, then 35% of it, that is 315 points, depend on your payment history. Let's now look at the breakdown of the 315 points. The payment history is divided into 3 sections. Number of months since your last adverse comment, how late the payment was, if there are any ongoing cases. In this table, you can see that if all your payments are on time and no bank has given any negative comment, then you get full marks in this section, between 90 to 105 points. If you delayed your payment just a month or 2 ago and the bank marked it as an adverse comment, you can lose 60 to 70 points. However, if your last adverse comment was 2 years ago, then only about 20 to 25 points get cut. So if you're losing marks in this section, unfortunately, there's nothing you can do immediately. You just have to wait. The older the adverse comment gets, next comes how many days your payment was delayed. If it was delayed by 0 to 30 days, banks generally forgive it the first time. But if you delay again, they may deduct 15 to 20 points. If the delay was more than 90 days, then you could lose 60 to 70 points. The last subsection deals with bank cases. If there's any ongoing bank application or legal case against you, around 50 to 60 points will be directly cut. If you look closely, due to bank cases, an additional 120 to 130 points can be deducted across the upper 2 parameters as well. The second factor of your credit score is new credit, which carries a weightage of 10%. At this point, many people get confused. They think that frequently checking their credit score will reduce it, which is not true at all. If you check your credit score repeatedly, it's called a soft pull, but it doesn't increase or decrease your score. In fact, it is recommended to keep a close watch on your credit score, and you can check it frequently. If you want to check your credit score, you can check out Pyramid Finance or FinCil Finance. Along with your credit score, they also provide a credit report completely free, which otherwise could cost you around 1,200 rupees. Just click on the link below and check your credit score absolutely free. On the contrary, if banks check your credit score to evaluate your loan eligibility, it's called a hard pull, which does impact your credit score. If you have more than 5 hard pulls in the last 6 months, your score can drop by 50 to 60 points. That's why it's recommended not to apply for too many loans or credit cards at the same time. Good news, you can easily increase your score in this parameter. If your score is low here, just stop applying for new loans for a while. Within 2 to 4 months, your score can increase by 50 to 60 points. The third factor, or parameter, that affects your credit score is credit utilization, i.e., what percentage of your credit limit you're using. Credit utilization carries a 30% weight in your score. If you use only 1% to 9% of your credit limit, you get the maximum points. Also, this average is calculated over a year, so if you use a bit more in 1 month, it doesn't matter, as long as your overall average stays below 10%. Another important point, if you don't use your credit limit at all, even then, your score can go down. because zero credit limit usage doesn't tell the banks about your credit behavior. This is also a reason why you should increase your credit score. If you're not using your credit limit at all, start using just 1 to 2% of it. Your score can easily go up by 50 points. The third parameter is credit history. Simply put, it means how long you've been associated with the bank's credit products, like loans or credit cards. The longer the time, the better it is. This parameter has approximately about 15% weightage in your credit score. If you've used a credit product from the bank for more than 60 months, i.e. 5 years, you'll get full marks in this parameter. A lot of people close their old credit cards without realizing that those old cards play a very important role in your credit history. So, it's very important to keep using your old credit card. However, if even your new credit card is over 5 years old, then we can consider closing the old one. The fifth and last parameter is credit mix, which holds about 10% weightage. It simply means how many different types of credit products you have. The more varied, the better. Now, this might sound a bit contradictory because your family might say, the further you stay from loans, the better. But if you take different kinds of credit products from the bank and repay them all on time, it sends a message to the bank that you are a responsible person and your score increases. If you have more than 5 credit products, you can earn the maximum points in this category. But we recommend that you don't take more loans just to increase your credit score, because we've already told you other ways to boost it. So just to summarize, out of the 5 parameters, payment history and credit utilization are the most important, contributing 65% of your credit score. If you fix these two, your major credit score will automatically improve. If your credit score is currently low, use the formula we've given within the 30 to 40 days. Your score can easily go up by 120 to 130 points. Let us know in the comments section if you have any doubts regarding credit scores. We'll make another video for you because we are here for you.